Guten Tag, fellow modelers. Welcome back to another handy review. I'm Mr. Handy. Today we're going to take a peek at Modelsvit Tu-23KD. So this does say limited edition, but it doesn't seem like it's too limited because they are still out there. Let's just take a peek. So I'll let you take a look at the box. Made in the Ukraine, so you get 2 Ukrainian and 1 Soviet. Of course, this is the version with the bulged nose, the missile carrying version. So let's take a peek at the box. These boxes in particular are hard to get open. They are very, very, very tight. So just bear with me while I open her up. Again, wonderful packaging from European model makers, limited run kits or whatever you want to call them. I love these Ziploc bags. So let's take a look at our instructions. We get some information on the Tu-23KD. We got our color call out in Humbrol, and then all your different little things there. Here is your layout, your sprue layout. And as you can see, there's quite a bit to this kit. And then you have your options here on what you can do. So you can have one with the rocket assist in it. You can have one with the rocket assist and the missiles on the ground, or you can have it just bomb bay closed. So we start with ejection seat, and then the cockpit, more ejection seats, the 2-man cockpit, of course, the 3-man cockpit, right? And the interesting thing to note on this guy is that the ejection seats all shot downwards. Interesting stuff. So here's your airframe. There's your back gun, the engines, landing gear, wings, and engine pod. There's putting your airframe together. Here's your main landing gear. Here's your rocket assisted pods, showing where you put your rocket assisted pods and your landing gear. There's a building of your missile, which was the, what was that missile? Was it the KH-22M? So as far as I understand, the KH-22M was an anti-radar missile. I've been getting some weird information on this particular aircraft, the Tu-23K, because I'd been told that it was the missile carrying version, but it was also like an electronics version as well. It would make sense if it's carrying this, and this is actually an anti-radar missile. I thought that this was an anti-ship missile as well. I guess if it is an anti-radar missile, it could also be shot at ships. And then, of course, you have your paint schemes. So there's your Russian one. There is your Ukrainian one. And then you have another Ukrainian one, another Russian, another Ukrainian as well. So, yeah, there we go. Let's take a peek at what we get for the kit. Lots and lots and lots of bags. So the first thing we notice is that this is just your front or back of the fuselage. So putting it together, I mean, it's going to be a fairly fair-sized aircraft. So yeah, interesting. The detail is not too bad. I will go in a little bit closer here, and we'll see if you can actually see. The detail is very sparse. It's not super detailed. There is some marring down here with regards to the scribing. I'll see if I can get in a little bit closer and show you what I'm talking about. There you can see it there. The panel lines are a bit marred. But, you know, there's a little bit of flash. But other than that, I mean, the panel lines are they're not deep. They certainly are not too bad. There's always room for improvement if you want to go that route. There's your decals. We'll look at those later. Here's your engine bits. So the nice thing about Modelsvit is they usually put everything that you're looking for on the same sprue. Not like some other companies that, you know, you need this part for the engine, but it's on sprue number 3. All your engine bits are going to be on the same sprue. All the pieces that you're going to be putting together are going to be on the same sprue, and they're going to be in the same basket, which is nice, or in the same bag. So there's your wheels. We'll get in a little closer there so you can see the detail. They're not too bad. Of course, like I said, there's aftermarket bits for this kit. Here is your engine pod. Again, the surface detail is not too bad. Again, it's kind of sparse. It's not, you know, super detailed, but it's enough to probably get you by. And as I said, if you really want to go nuts, you probably could. But it's not too bad. So, and the detailing is pretty nice. Nice latches for your engine panels. This is your rocket assisted takeoff bits. So there you go, and then there's the fronts for the rockets. And then some, what looks like, there's bits for the wheels, and then it looks like there's possibly some airframe bits and pieces as well. So here's your burner holders, and I don't know what that other pieces are for, but... And I'm just going to show you one of these. There are 2, but these are for your engines, of course. So there's your here's your rear fins for your afterburner, or not afterburner, for the engine. And then you've got your fan for the that's probably the rear. This is probably the front. And then again, the parts for the engine. I want to kind of make sure I'm putting these back near the same bag. All right, what do we got next? Another big bag. This one has got wing bits, it looks like, and of course another bag. So here's the front of your cockpit. That's your front of your cockpit. I'll show you the inside. There is no real detailing on the inside. Of course, it's going to be kind of hard to see inside there once you button everything up. And again, as I said, this is the one that's got the bulge for the equipment that came with the missiles. I didn't realize that originally. I didn't know that there was a smaller nose version for the bomber version, which was the, I believe the B, because I was going to do something for Iraq. But thankful enough, Iraq got a couple of these, and so we'll be able to do it. This looks like your fin. Not much to it. I'll give you a close-in look. Again, the detail is adequate. It's all nicely recessed. And I will again show you the detail here for the front end of the aircraft. So if we were to actually put it together, that is how long we're looking at for your Tu-23KD. So it's about, well, I have my ruler right here. Look at that. So it's over 30 centimeters. We're probably looking at, definitely over 30 centimeters, because I didn't realize my ruler went to 45 centimeters. So we're looking at probably 60 centimeters. Or, you know, if you're American and you use the Imperial, we're looking at probably 21 inches. So, nice size aircraft. This will be your, these are your tail fins. So we'll go in a little bit closer. Again, adequate detail. There is the top of your wing and the bottom of the wing. So there's a little bit of a little bit warped. We'll have to work with that. I don't know if you can see the detail or not, but we shall get in a little bit closer again. Oops, sorry. I'll go back this way. And here is your, like I said, the top of the wing. The only letdown on this is that the rudders are not posable. It would be nice to have them as posable. So there's your rattle hookups. Not going to show you the other engine, but I will show you. This looks like it's bits and pieces for the bomb bay. So this looks like the sidewalls for the bomb bay. This is probably your doors. And other bits and pieces. Here's some more doors, I would think. There is your recessed piece for the missile. And as you can see, the detailing is right there for it. And so there is some nice detail. Again, it is, you know, it is what it is. It's just, it's very basic. So again, if you want to go nuts and super detail, by all means, or if you want to just do as is, the detail is adequate. So this, of course, these are your undercarriage base. So, and these are your doors, which you will have to open. Here, of course, you can see that there is some nice detail for the inside of the bay doors. So, yeah, this will be interesting. And for the last bag, we have, oh no, we have two more bags. So this looks like it's got the cockpit pieces. So again, here's your recessed piece for your rocket. These are your finlets that are on the wings. I'm not too sure what this is. I'm assuming it is interior detail for the landing gear bay. You get two of them. Oh no, this is your cockpit. So, and then there's some other little bits and pieces there. Here's your part of your cockpit set. So the downside to Modelsvit kits is that they don't really give you detailed parts for the cockpit. They give you all of these nice consoles, but there is no detail on them whatsoever. And that kind of sucks. So, of course, you will have to make all your own detail, or you use the provided decaling. But as you can see, no detail is provided on the consoles whatsoever. So, and we'll go down to this one as well. And as you can see, no detail. So it kind of sucks. I found that for most of them, they tend to do a little bit of detail on their instrument panels, but when it comes to the consoles, yeah, there's not much. There's not anything usually. So this here, of course, will be all your bits and pieces for the inside. So you've got probably the back end of your cockpit. This would be part of your bomb bay. This is probably the back end of your cockpit. This would be for your bomb bay. This will probably be for the rear a little bit. This here, of course, is the bomb camera for the front of the nose. Has your camera in there and your aiming system. So now we get into some of the fiddly bits. Looks like it looks like the landing gear for it. So these are the main landing gear. We'll get in a little bit closer on these ones. As you can see, here's your main landing gear, and then all the extra little pieces that go with that. So lots and lots and lots of bits. Again, just some more bits and pieces. Some of them look like the hatches for your cockpit windows. And then there looks like there down here is your main landing gear, or your front landing gear. And then all the attachments for that as well. And then plenty of other little bits and pieces. This is your ejection seat. We'll get in close for this. So again, all the pieces for your ejection seats, the 3 ejection seats. And then we have landing gear, doors again, and then we have our rear gun for the Tu-22. And then the only last piece that we have is your KH-22. And the nice thing about it is that it gives you the trolley as well. So there's bits and pieces for your trolley. There's the bits and pieces for your trolley. Again, some more pieces for the trolley. And there's your tow piece. And then, of course, you have your actual missile, which is a nice little kit, actually. And it's fairly detailed. And so as you can see, it's a fairly detailed little model. So, and that's it. The only other things we have are the clear pieces and the decals. So, of course, with all the pieces everywhere, I'm just going to look for the clear bits. There we are. And there's your clear pieces. These are actually really nice. They're very clear, I think. These are really nice. Very, very clear. Don't seem to be marred, which is nice. And then, like I said, you get lots and lots of clear pieces for your windows and landing lights and everything. So, nice. And then, of course, here's your decals. And it looks like you might have a mask. Yeah, you get a mask, which is nice. That's interesting. Nice. So here is your decal sheet. Oops, sorry. Let's go down. Of course, there's all your detail for the cockpit. Your Ukrainian decals, but yeah, there's a cockpit bits and pieces. Nice Soviet stars. The decals don't look too bad. These ones in particular. I'm a little iffy about the stenciling here. It's not as clear, but I think it'll do. So, and that, ladies and gentlemen, or fellow modelers, I shall say, is it. That's the Modelsvit Tu-23KD in 70-second scale. I'm going to do the trumpeter kit next. I have another KD kit as well, the other one that was released, and we'll do that at some point as well too. Of course, if you want to detail, there is lots of places that have the detail parts for this. NH does a full detail set for the Tu-22, this Tu-22 in particular. Does a whole bunch of brass, updates the cockpit really nicely. There is replacement engines for this as well, I believe, by Amigo, who do a replacement engine set. Not these, basically the engines, these pieces. So all in resin with photo etch and everything. So there is quite a bit of update sets, quite a bit of aftermarket for updating this kit, or super detailing this kit if you so wish. Other than that, it's not a cheap kit. I think I got it for, it was about $65 from Hanant. You can buy it from Modelsvit directly on their site. Of course, everything will be in the comments as always. Thanks again for watching. Like, subscribe, and share, please, so we can reach out to more people. Gotta love that YouTube algorithm. The amount of likes will mean that this gets shown quite a bit more. So please like and subscribe so that you can get more content all the time. If you click that little bell down at the bottom, you'll see when new content comes out. Try to do new content at least every week. It's about try to get at least 2 or 3 videos out a week, so if not a little more. But yeah, that's it for this review. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you on the next review. Happy modeling!